Okay, my name's Zakashi, guys. It's gonna be a very short video, maybe a short video, it might turn into a long video, depends on what I have to say. But it was a topic that's been floating around and I didn't make it a key focus or a focus at all on my channel. But you've already clicked the video, so you know what it's about. I wanted to talk about Ultra Legendary Finish and the possibility of it, even though we only have a few hours before the actual reveals and stuff happens. But like I said, it's gonna be a one take, no edit, quick talk about the Ultra LF topic. So if you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit it for the anniversary. I'll be taking off my hat, showing my hair, and on top of that, let me just say this one thing. If Ultra Vegeta or Blue drops in this anniversary, or any Fusion Ultra for that sake, I'll be doing a 24-hour stream. So tap into the live stream. I'll be revealing the reveals and stuff, so I'll be reacting to it live. So you want to come watch with me, that's also cool. But yeah, let's get into the actual main topic of this video. So I'm here on Grazdog's tweet because I saw he actually spoke about it, right? But Spoon had something to say about it as well. But Grazdog over here is one of the data miners. Spoon is also a data miner. So what he says here, I'm going to start from the actual answer that you're looking for of if it's most likely going to be a thing. And according to Spoon, this data miner here, he said, all right, I've seen this asset talked about for too long when there's a white one and a red one, but no yellow one. And if I remember correctly, these assets are ages old. I don't know why I'm ranting about it. It just bugs me for some reason. And then words I've muted. Wasn't the time gauge asset added months before they were used? I'm not implying that they might use it now, but maybe it can still be used. I don't know. Dude, there are clearly other colors that aren't used. So what would that mean? And when I mean ages, he means like second annie. So looking at the asset, this is not the Legends Limited. You know when it pops up, it's yellow like this. You see when you get the Legend Limited, it's yellow. This is something completely different. So a lot of people have been walking on the speculation of there possibly being an ultra finish or ultra legendary finish where they combine the both. Now if you guys already don't know, if you go to like your settings where you actually select your filter so you can actually find tags or a different saga, you can actually select all of the actual rarities. So we have hero, extreme, sparking, and ultra, right? You have the four, but in a separate section you can either turn on Legends Limited or turn it off, so you can be non-applicable or applicable. The same thing applies to Zenkais as well. So what that kind of rings to most people is that there could possibly be the possibility of both, where you could have an ultra activated and then you also turn on the Legend Limited. So it's not just a plain ultra, where it's a Legends Limited ultra, because the Legend Limited isn't a rarity, or it will be listed alongside the other rarities such as hero, extreme, sparking, and ultra. Then it would say Legend Limited, so there'll be 5 rarities in the game. But given that it's in its own category, it's not, which is why people think it's very possible that we could actually get an ultra Legends Limited unit, since we have a sparking Legend Limited unit. And you could even push it to say we could get an extreme Legend Limited unit. Not saying that it's actually gonna happen, but the doors are open for it. Naturally as well, there's been the discussion of, okay, ultra banners are not actually good at all. They're terrible. People hate ultra banners because you're not summoning for the main unit, and even then, even if you come out with nothing, you don't get anything else, because most of the Legend Limiteds and sparkings are abysmal anyway. There's literally only one thing of value of ultra banners for most people that have been playing the game for a while, and it's literally the ultra, and they're so hard to get. Now, with that being the case, there's going to be a point where they're going to start adding multiple ultras onto one banner. The same way they started with free-to-play ultras, they upgrade it so that we can get multiple summonable ultras. From the summonable ultras, we have one per summonable ultra banner. So at some point, maybe next year, maybe this year, they're going to start adding multiple ultras on every single banner. Now, I've mentioned this before, and I personally think they should wait until there's a bigger pool of ultras before they start doing that, and they shouldn't do it now, especially now at the anniversary, simply because there's not enough ultras. I feel like if they had about 50, okay, that's dragging it. If they even had about 20 ultras, summonable ultras, then that would be a good enough pool to actually decide, all right, cool. If you summon an ultra banner, let's say they drop an ultra Beast Gohan, right? You could get maybe ultra Kaioken Goku just because he's Sun family, and they add a whatever the hell ultra Broly just because he's a powerful opponent, and Beast went up against Orange, I was gonna say Orange Piccolo, Cell Max. Cool. That would make a lot more sense, and it would make ultra banner generally more valuable. But in that case, people might feel they're more valuable, but you're going to be summoning for ultras that are most likely outdated. So right now, let's say ultra hit, he's very valuable for a lot of people. Ultra Kid Buu the same, but maybe next year in like February, say they start adding multiple ultras onto one banner. At that point, all those ultras are dead. You're using, imagine a world where you're using ultra hits time skip against a yellow and he doesn't even take down half of his health. That's dragging it, of course. I feel like that's very unlikely, but I'm giving you a perspective matter. So for that being the case, there has to be a point where things are just going to upgrade, and that opens back to the original point of the conversation. Are we going to get ultra legendary finish? Now, from the information that Spoon has actually gave us, and with the fact that it's been in the game for ages, I would say it's very unlikely. Or if they are going to, it has nothing to do with this asset that people have seen floating around, and it's going to be something they could add completely brand new that we haven't seen before. I personally think this is probably just like a transition point, or maybe something they just had in the game for other reasons. I don't know, maybe an unlock point or something like that. I've never really seen this purple beam specifically. If I just look for a discussion, I think it's just like an asset that's in the game for extra reasons, just in case. But it is quite interesting to see that this asset over here, you see the yellow legend limited, is completely different. Like at first glance, come on man, you guys will see this and you'll be like, yeah, for sure. But again, I'm not ruling it out personally. I'm not ruling it out completely. I'm not ruling it out, because I'll tell you why. Legends pull things out of nowhere. Even right now in the position we're in, we don't even know if anything's coming for sure for this anniversary. Obviously there's the speculation about Goku and Frieza, but they've gone very good about not spoiling anything. There's been no leaks, the app store's been good, and I know people have been checking. If you haven't checked, hey, you're just not locked in for real. You're not locked in for real. But the app store's been good. There's been no leaks around, so having something like this floating around and people seeing it like, ooh, it's a purple beam, and with the fact that, you know, the Ultra logo, how it's not always like, it's not Legend Limited yellow, Ultra is like blue and it has all the different colors in the text. Like this is the closest thing to like a blue in my opinion. Yellow is way off from blue, but purple, quite close. It's like you just mix in some red, you get purple. It's quite close in my opinion. But hey, let me know you guys' thoughts on a possible Ultra Legend Limited, Ultra Legendary finish. Legend Limited and Legendary finish is also like something separate as well, which is weird. If you guys don't know, very early on in the game, Beerus, he dropped and he was a Legends Limited unit. I believe he was the first one, but don't quote me on that. I don't think he was actually. Don't quote me on that anyways. But he didn't have a legendary finish, but they added it to him later on, which was kind of interesting. They made it like they edited his animation. And just for discussion's sake, I want you guys to leave a comment based on this thing that I'm going to say right here. So I mentioned in my stream, since they upgraded Beerus from a Legend Limited unit, but they gave him a legendary finish, if they were to release an Ultra finish, I feel like that would make a lot of the Ultras we had already stale. But I feel like that's kind of backwards, because we already have hype Ultras. Ultra Gogeta Blue and Ultra Super Vegeta, for example, they're fusion warriors. They're big caliber Ultras, bro. They're not no joke in terms of who they are, right? For them to drop, let's say they drop a Beast Gohan, Goku, Frieza, or a Vegeta Blue as an Ultra finish, would they just leave the Ultras they've already released as regular Ultras with no legendary finish? They think they should add something to it. So maybe they would create like an Ultra finish in the future, just for discussion's sake, right? And they need to add something to the old ones. Now, that could be a case where you have to unlock it through an event or something. I don't know. But I think it's just pretty crappy to leave the good units that we've got already, just add an Ultra finish. Now we have to get an Ultra finish UGB, Ultra finish USV, Ultra finish hit. I don't know, man. I feel like it's very unlikely we get an Ultra finish. That's what I'm thinking of more than anything else. Otherwise, it would just feel like these units are a waste. But if they're going to do that and just waste these units, not less than literally waste them, but they're gonna be less exciting than the Ultra finish. The new thing's always better. That's how people look at it. I don't know, man. I just don't want them to just, you know, make things irrelevant so fast. When they do that, it's quite upsetting. I'm talking a lot. I've spoke a lot. I started rambling a lot. I started dragging different points. I did say this video was going to be short, but it just ended up, I had a lot of points to talk about, and I'm doing this right after the stream. I'm meant to eat and then sleep right now so I can be ready for the reveals. But let me know what you think about any of the talking points that I brought up in this video. Anniversary's hype. You can see my energy and the amount I was able to talk and just like that. Like, I'm actually hyped. I wasn't hyped, but I woke up today, the day before, like it's on clothes day at school. You got to pack your clothes up, put them on the bed. I'm ready. I can't even sleep. Let's get it, man. Anniversary is going to be lit. Press the subscribe button, man. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. Go Frieza, hopefully. But if not, Goku and Vegeta. Press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 50,000 subscribers. All my social medias are underneath. Follow me on all of those. Twitter especially. Twitter been going crazy. I even just showed you right now. Oh, that's the wrong screen. I even just showed you right now. Twitter be going crazy, man. I'm trying to hit 4,000 followers, so go ahead, follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord as well, because that's going to be very, very useful for you for the anniversary. I'm rambling way too much now. I'm dragging it. press that subscribe button. Wait, my name is Zakashi, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. I'm tweaking, man. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. My